the less you try, the easier it will work out for you. The more go with the flow you are, the more surrendered you are, the more relaxed you are, the more things just seem to work out. Everything's brewing right now, conspiring to work out for you. What's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 24. I want to talk about how I have this need to always have to do things the right way, right? In other words, I'm a perfectionist. I have the need to have to be perfect, right? And I'm becoming more and more aware of the thoughts that actually happen pertaining to, having this need to have to be perfect with everything that I do. And so the other week, as I was meditating, I noticed that I was having these like recurring thoughts. And I just remember feeling so tense in my body. And so taking a closer look, I was like, okay, so I'm actually telling myself, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. I forget what it was that I was talking about, right? But I just remember feeling so like negative, like just feeling so uncomfortable because there's this fear that, I'm fucking up, right? I'm not doing something right. And then I realized just how bad I want and need to do everything right. Right? It's the theme of my life. It's always been a thing since I was a child. But I realize I'm still operating from it, right? I've been realized that I have this tendency to have to be perfect because somehow perfect just means that like I'm the best. And I guess being the best means that everyone will like me. So at the core, there's like this need to have to be accepted. And I think, to me, it's always meant there's no chance that no one will not like you. And so I've already established the fact that there is no such thing as perfection. Nobody is perfect. And if someone requires you to be perfect, for them to like you is just a reflection of how they also have the need to have to be perfect, okay? And since perfect is not a thing, they will forever chase this for the rest of their lives and they will always feel inadequate, right? So, as much as I know this and I've already established it, I realize that I still have thoughts and the need to have to do things the right way. Okay, so a week ago, I was having thoughts telling me,
you're doing it wrong, right? Just like, oh, I'm doing it wrong.
and then this morning, I had thoughts kind of along the same line. It's just worded a little differently, but I was just caught myself telling myself,
You're supposed to be, you're supposed to be, you're supposed to.
I'm supposed to what? What am I supposed to do, right? I'm not supposed to do anything, right? I get to do everything if I want to, but I'm not supposed to have to do this first and then this in order to obtain what? Happiness? Validation is just operating from a space of fear when I keep telling myself that I have to do things a certain way and that I'm supposed to do it that way or else, right? That is called the need to control, right? And the need to control is so powerful because it's got you thinking that things really do have to pan out a certain way in order for you to feel good or feel all right? Have you met people who are just so free spirited? Because that is the secret to life, is that nothing has to happen any specific way for it to be okay. And the more you cling on to the belief that things must turn out this way in order for things to be okay, the stronger the chances that you like to control. And tell me, how is it serving you to control your life? And what happens when things do not go your way? Do your wounds bust out wide open, and do you bleed on people around you? Are you known for being someone who gets irritated very easily? You know, it's hard to be around you. You explode, you just bleed your wounds that are not healed onto all these poor people, right? I used to be one of those. Okay, I used to be one of those, and I still get that way sometimes when things don't go my way. I'm truly convinced that shit, now everything is ruined. All hell breaks loose. Everything is haywire. Nothing's going my way. But the question is, why do things need to go your way? What is the or else that happens when things don't go your way, right? What is the worst case scenario, right? So, personally, for me, my goal has always been to be the good girl, right? This is definitely a work in progress for me personally. I still struggle with it as much as I know how unhealthy it is to feel like you have to do things a certain way. You know, like nobody has fun with that. Like, how go with the flow can you be? How relaxed can you be? You know, and like, can you catch yourself whenever you're having thoughts that are telling you that you have to do things a certain way? So, next time you catch yourself going, I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong. Whatever it is, whether it's cooking or cleaning or your homework or the order in which you're supposed to do things or whatever, sports, you're doing it wrong. Or if you're catching yourself, tell yourself, I'm supposed to be doing this first. I'm supposed to be doing that first. I'm supposed. Are you supposed to be? Huh? And are you actually doing it wrong? Or is it just your mind convincing you, trying to get you to do things the perfect way, right? I know it doesn't seem like it would work, but honestly, the less you control, right, the more you can just relax and ease into things, the easier it will work out for you. The less you try, the easier it will work out for you. The more go with the flow you are, the more surrendered you are, the more relaxed you are, the more things just seem to work out. And I want you to try it on for size and not to just listen to me, right? So the next time you catch these thoughts popping up, pause, pause, understand that it's happening. Oh, there it goes again. There it goes again. My thoughts trying to tell me I got to do things a certain way. Pause and breathe. Realize that you're wanting to be perfect again, that you're needing things to go your way again, and remind yourself, well, what is causing this panic anyway, right? What am I trying to control? What is the worst thing that can happen? What is the worst case scenario here? And do I really not trust myself enough to be able to go through whatever may happen, right? There's also a required, like, deep sense of trust in yourself, a deep faith that all things are working out for you. Even when they seem like they're not working out for you, I promise you that everything is working out for you. Do you trust yourself? Do you trust that all things are actually all right? And how strong is your faith? I recently read this post and saw this video by Phil Good Life. I think that's his handle for Instagram. But he was like walking and he had this inspirational thought about how people, you know, including himself, would have thoughts of things just going haywire and just like nothing going their way and like the worst case scenario happening, right? And like because we are so fearful of that thing happening, we try so hard to control it and to make sure that it does not happen. But he said, what if this is a test, right? For you, an opportunity for you to try to make peace with the worst case scenario. What if it does happen, how okay can you be with the worst case scenario happening? And when you are okay with it happening, it actually will not happen. It actually will not happen. And what I think this is all about is the energy in which you are tuning into. When you are operating from a place of fear, you are tuning into a specific frequency, which then makes it easier for you to attract all the things that you don't want to happen, right? But when you can finally make peace with the what if the worst case scenario will happen and being okay with that anyway, that is a frequency that you are choosing to tune into instead, right? It's a more relaxed frequency, it's a more confident frequency, a more trusting, a more faith based, letting go, surrendering, just at ease frequency, which will then attract good things into your life, right? So, how trusting can you be? Is my question to you.